by hand, probably on a blacksmith, somebody pounding it away, pounding it over something, and you can see the striations in, if you look hard enough anyway, in this, showing that it's not the modern day steel. And it was all pounded to shape, and we find that this grain will sometimes separate. This is very different looking from modern steel. One of the reasons we want to save it, even though it may not be quite as strong as the original, it was overbuilt anyway, so we have plenty to go on. There's another one you can see a little bit better, some of the striations. Some of these we're going to have to make because they've disappeared or were rusted away, but we have enough to go by. This big pit here was formed by rust, which we've sandblasted out or chipped out, and so it's kind of changed its cross section, but it's still plenty adequate for what we're going to do. This is a piece of the truck which was, there's a pin that goes through here that helps hold the truck together, and it had cracked. Let's see, what had cracked on here? I think this end had cracked off, and they welded it up, welded a new piece on here, and they welded up here where it had cracked also. So it's ready to go. There was another one, I guess. These are part of the handbrake mechanism. These clevises hook onto arms or levers that are underneath the car. And again, this is all hand forged, hand blacksmith. There's a forge weld right here. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but right here that you can see a line where this was heated red hot and this was heated red hot, and by the process of banging on it with a hammer, they were able to make a weld here that the molecules of one half went into the other, and it's quite solid. There you can see it on this side right here. A good reason to preserve these is because something like this is just, I suppose you could find some old blacksmith somewhere that might be able to make it, but it would be pretty rare. And so we try to preserve the original part. And then all this chain was formed in some primitive manner that I don't know about. Now there's one we're probably going to either weld a new one on or replace that. You can see the weld going right down through there. So I think that's all. As air brakes, and the air brakes are connected together with different sizes of pipe. This is all Schedule 40 pipe, which is standard, good for 150 pound. They did not use galvanized pipe in general. They used just plain what they call black iron pipe, and that coating has gone off, and so it rusted to the point we didn't feel it was safe. So with the exception of very few small pieces, we've replaced all the pipe, and this is now scrap. Also, there was a lot of wire, which